Okay.
I
I accidentally clicked the laptop, and the mouse was hanging on the end stream button. So I accidentally undid the stream. So the stream's back up. It's all right. We did this with Mama Koi too.
What did you miss? What did we miss?
Nothing.
No, okay.
You ended the stream. You killed it again. How could you? How dare you? I was watching that.
We didn't mean to.
Okay. Back up.
We didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Zora.
I had the mouse cursor on the end stream button, and I went to move it and clicked instead of moving it.
My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Your brother needs a serious how to YouTube course.
Someone's been doing this for a very long time.
December 26th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
How long have you been streaming? Like,
My first stream was 3 years ago?
wow, you've been doing it for 3 years?
Something like that.
Impressive. Very impressive. Some people do this for a living.
Yeah. I wish I could, but...
You've always wanted to be a voice actor, I know that.
Koi, breaking stream since 1998.
He's 29.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. But we all forgive him. Heart. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. It's good for the memes, thanks. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. I wouldn't call that the very middle, but...
No.
There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12 a.m., she heard... 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Dude, my agenda is so empty in the second half of July. Nice.
Okay, I think I got that.
Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not.
I don't like this guy.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! Who is Kat's favorite character so far?
In this game, no idea.
You don't. Well, so far. Gumshoe's sitting there like, could it be me?
I don't know.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who's camping. Lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to be pressing this stuff. Why did you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. Gumshoe is my favorite, that's for sure. He's just trying his best. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now!
You're not pressing.
Okay, no, I had to go back. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. You can use the D-pad to go back and forth? Yes, I know. I accidentally hit L1 to try and go back. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Oh, poor Gumshoe. So much to look forward to these days. There's no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue, now! Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. Like, he's objecting to everything. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? Okay, that's the one. Okay. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet, found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol.
Wait a second. Didn't you say here that the woman heard 2 shots? Even though there was 1 bullet?
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Well, why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth real quicksies. Okay, we'll see you when you get back. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
That was 3 times. Make up your mind.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean? What? Ballistic? Ballistic markings.
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Hey, Nick. Keep glaring at me.
Tisk. Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. No, order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge? I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes. What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway?
That's a good question.
December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya.
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry. It's no good.
Ugh.
I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
No, I need you here, or yeah, you're useless.
I need you.
No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. You never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really?
Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Oh, sorry. Whoops.
I really don't know what to do.
Well, we obviously got to the next part.
Okay.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Boy, being trivial and subjective is half of my personality. Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge? The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know.
I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
I think there was, or I think there wasn't.
I think there was.
I think I noticed one little thing.
I just said that because I don't know what it is, but we don't want to lose this.
Right? A lot of Phoenix Wright is bluffing. Is claiming that we've got proof when we don't, so that we can get the defendant or the witness or whatever to just kind of let something slip.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further or back off?
Press Press further.
Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. Not leisurely chat with the witness.
Wait a minute.
What? What?
Keep going. Keep pressing.
Okay.
Wait for it.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. She's thinking. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further or back off?
Press further.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang.
Okay, evidence. No.
Oh, evidence? Okay, hold on. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't anything on the boat on the lake but that boat. Okay, so there was another bang. Present evidence. What?
Where's the pistol? There it is. 3 times.
This evidence clearly reveals contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they?
Dang it.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Dang it, I thought I had it there.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Then there was another bang. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. It was a good try. It's a good idea. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further or back off?
Press further?
How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you were unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick. Last testimony is fishy. Nick, real fishy.
I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. A lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, do you really clearly see? Did you clearly see Mr. Edgeworth on that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta.
What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No!
Did we lose?
Wait!
Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nika's innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong or right?
Wrong.
Wrong. What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. So we get a second chance.
Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am.
Okay, I am back. Not
Hi.
sure how long I'll make it. Today was eventful.
Yeah. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick. I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya. Well, bye, Maya.
Peh. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. So we can't press. There has to be evidence that proves that she didn't see it clear as day that the man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
See, not that.
We got the camera that takes a picture when a loud noise is detected and looks at the lake. We got the fact that he died somewhere on the 24th or 25th from one bullet shot to the heart. We've got the lake photo that was taken on Christmas at 12:15 a.m. We've got Missy Faye's photo. We've got the article about Gordy. We've got the map of Gord Lake. We've got the bullet that was found in the victim's body. And we've got the pistol that was fired 3 times and has Edgeworth's right hand fingerprints.
Pull out the
Don't
gun and shoot the court.
know. What do you think?
Then you win the trial.
What do I think? She said she saw him clear as day. Yeah, I can totally tell that's Edgeworth.
I was gonna say, how do you tell any? Boom!
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she's said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So
I
once
love grits.
so once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
What?
You use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one had better be good. How Edgeworth was seen.
I don't really think we should press as much.
Right? I don't know. Do we have evidence that can prove that binoculars wouldn't help?
Maybe the camera?
Alright. Once I finished that on my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in the testimony if it's the last thing I do. So I think we might be able to press now. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types would never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Okay, we can press. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we were concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yes.
This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Huh.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you battering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now wait a minute!
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Ah!
No unnecessary comments, please.
You went, don't bug my witness just because she's dumb. Hey, I heard that! When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. So, I'm pretty sure I know what the solution to this is.
Hint, hint, hint.
That's your hint. It's on this statement. Camera set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. And for evidence, we've got our attorney's badge,
Nope.
the camera that was set up to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected,
There
and was pointed at the lake.
Ahem.
What?
Loud noises. Shooting stars are not loud. Ahem.
That's honestly not what I was even thinking about.
You missed something.
No, I was thinking, how are you going to take pictures of the stars if the camera's pointed at the lake?
Stars are not loud.
Plus, stars are not loud, yes. But I'm
Shooting
thinking
stars are not loud.
the camera's pointing the wrong way. You're not going to get any pictures of the stars if it's pointed at the lake. But yeah, also, stars are not loud.
Yeah.
You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ugh.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Show evidence, or I don't know.
Show evidence.
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake?
The only photograph she literally had.
That's not what she was trying to photograph, though. I know what she was trying to photograph.
Gordy.
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this, a newspaper article?
Cat's out-of-the-box thinking is so much better than the solution of this game, right? Like, you had a better idea than the game did.
I learned a lot from Ash. Out of box thinking.
Ah.
Gordy? Oh, the sighting at Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I don't have proof, or I have proof.
I have proof.
I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
What proves that she was trying to take pictures of the lake monster? Our attorney's badge? The camera that was set up to take a picture when a loud noise is detected and point at the lake? The fact that he died on the 24th or the 25th from a bullet shot? The picture of the two people on the boat? Misty Faye's photo? The article about Gordy? A map? The bullet in the dead man? Or the gun that shot the bullet? It's in the dead
I
man.
don't know. What do you think? Yeah, it's probably the camera.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure you did. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart,
What?
why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court?
What is that smell?
That's Mom cooking bacon.
I thought it smelled like an...
Please
I
revise
knew
your
it.
testimony.
I knew it! I knew it!
Right. Fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though.
Gentlemen, can I go the other way?
You can indeed go
The other way!
Your phone is very thin.
Whoa! Yes, it is.
I would like some bacon.
Yeah, I bet you would, once it's cooked.
Yes. Just better. I just need to get it off that side of my butt.
Bacon again? Says Sora.
Bacon's good.
Wait, did I cook it last week?
Yes.
I use it because he don't limit when I'm using it for.
She's making chowder, seafood chowder.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. So that means we did it right. We're on to the next part.
Been a week, Sora. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a whole week. And then she goes off on me for eating spare ribs once a week.
Well, I didn't go off on him. I wanted his food.
Yeah, she wants your food.
Lotta's new testimony.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. She would pronounce it that way. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
What is that? Is it chubby powder?
Well, I ate it.
What?
Seafood chowder?
Oh. Seafood chowder. It's like a milk-based soup.
Yeah, did they know what, like, potato soup means?
The potato soup? It's like a stew. Where you use mostly like milk and cream instead of
And butter and bacon and onions and seafood.
butter and bacon and onions and seafood.
I hate seafood.
Ew, soup!
No, it's not really. It's not soup, though.
Yeah, it's more like a stew.
It's hard to.
I hate
It's
seafood.
really hard to explain. And she hates seafood.
I absolutely despise it.
Yeah. But she likes bacon.
Bacon, bacon.
It's bacon!
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Stew and soup are the same here. I hate them both equally.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That will be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, We will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. A lot of new testimony.
I really hope we find something.
I think I know what they're going for here.
Do you?
Yes. It's too thick and sticky and vegetable-y and pure salt. I can eat chicken stew because of the salt. That's the only one that's okay.
Oh, he's never tried this.
Yeah, no. You never tried chowder. Chowder is delicious. Alright. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. Oh, she said it right that time. Whoops. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. Sorry, just a hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had a sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. She was taking pictures at her sister's wedding and then saw a UFO. And went, I need to take pictures of aliens and monsters. This is my true calling in life. I know. I won't tell you. I gave up after tomato soup, onion soup, pumpkin soup, broccoli soup. I don't want it. The tomato soup, though tomato soup is the worst of all of them. Not with grilled cheese.
Nothing like tomato soup. Not even close.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster.
Sora, can you give us at least a hint?
Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. I'll take the cheese. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sora, please give us a hint.
That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding.
Nope, he says.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
She was about to say something. She's like, well, actually... objection! Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
What evidence?
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
I don't know what to do.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore, neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. So, my theory is she heard a bang. What happens when the bang goes off?
Camera?
Click, 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 click. Yep. Then she watched the boat and then heard another bang. So where's that picture?
How do we prove that?
Not like that. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
My glasses. Not glasses. Hearing aids.
Stop shaking your head. Whoops. That didn't go so well. There we go. Oh. I figured it was one of the two. So if it's not the picture, why didn't your camera go off again? You lied to me, Sora. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well.
Liar!
Calling me what? Is she calling me?
No.
What's happening? Okay.
What? I'm angry. Look at the report. This one? Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Heard another gunshot. So why was there only 1 bullet shot to the heart? Nope.
Dang it.
Sounds like this that I really wish that we could just, like, put in our own answer. Because I know, like, I want to press her on that.
I don't know what to do. Ah.
No?
How do we do this?
No? Okay. Like, I want to question her on why where's the other picture? Like, it takes a picture every time there's a loud noise. So why do we not have another picture? So I was hiding when I heard the bang. Looked right straight out at that lake. What do we have for evidence? Okay. Camera. Like, also, I want to point out that they said that he died at like 12:10 or something like that, or like the police were called at 12:10 or something like that. But the picture was taken at 12:15.
Think about it. 30 minutes after midnight.
I heard the bang and looked straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. This boat! Dang it. Imagine if we didn't have the ability to save and load.
We'd be dead.
Times are like a bit distorted, yeah. Not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine a scoop if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. I heard the bang and looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. And I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Then how come it says the gun was fired 3 times? Did you press everything? Yes. I'm pretty sure we pressed everything, right? Did we press this? Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Yeah. Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Won't be able to be Von Karma any other way. There has to be something.
I don't know.
Well, whining is not going to help.
I do that when I'm frustrated.
Okay, well, on this one, he says there wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. So...
Can you pull me up?
Don't knock over the microphone. Fix your butt. Fix your butt. Okay.
But still.
Did you say butt still?
Yeah. My hearing is falling off.
Well, yeah, it's loose. I don't know why the band is loose. Show the picture to look at the lake, like where she ran out of the tent. That was all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. Nope.
Huh.
I looked right straight out at that lake. Like, it makes me think that this is what we need to be pressing on. Because they were giving us hints. Do we need to say this? That!
Bam!
There was nothing else to look at on the lake, so I just watched the boat. Oh, really? What about Gordy? You should have been looking around for Gordy.
Ah! That only took like 15 tries.
With the Misty Lake, first thing she'd do was look at the picture. The article to nothing else to look at. Even Sora's like, what? That makes no sense. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. That was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would.
Normal.
But you were far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah! This game has a problem. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. Kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and... He just cut her off again. Witness, that's enough. He keeps cutting her off.
Stop cutting her
That's
off.
why I took this photo and... And what?
You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Did we ever have that conversation? Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement, or wait and see what happens?
Enlargement.
Oh, that's a problem.
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You and... I already made that joke.
Every time I do a thing, feel like
You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Thank you, Lotta.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
I love, like,
You
of
are.
all witnesses, you cannot get Lotta Hart to stay quiet. She's gonna be like, you told me that if I presented this picture, that it would prove that you were lying. You told me that yourself. You weren't supposed to say that out loud. Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo added to the court record.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Okay, now this part I remember.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement? Show other evidence? Or wait and see?
What do you think?
So do we want to say that she faked the enlargement, wait and see what happens when he's about to give the verdict, guilty verdict,
No.
or show other evidence to prove that something's fishy?
Other evidence?
Wait! Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence, but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement? Show other evidence? Wait and see.
Object the enlargement then?
Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be?
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
No, I was just scared there for a minute.
What more could possibly be required? What more? I don't know. A witness that's not lying and evidence you didn't fake? That might help.
Mr. Wright, you'll show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. What is strange about the photo? I know what it is.
Give me a hint, please.
Think about... Okay, so what evidence is in this picture that we've got, like, in the court record?
I have no idea.
Well, do we have coats in the court record?
I don't know.
What evidence do we have? We've got the attorney's badge. We've got the autopsy report. We've got the picture of Misty Faye. What else do we have?
The picture of these two?
The picture of these two, yeah. The bullet.
Bullet, gun.
Okay. Well, the gun's in this picture. So what was the description of the gun?
Shot 3 times.
Shot 3 times, it's 22 caliber, and it has Miles Edgeworth's right hand fingerprints all over it.
This guy's using his left hand.
Oh, is he now? Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what?
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Right hand, not left.
Dang, you knew too, Dad. Sad, not Dad. My God, autocorrect. Dang, you knew too, Dad. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah,
Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Miss Hart, the victim himself, or Larry?
the victim himself. Maybe.
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Edgeworth did say that it sounded almost... for a second he thought that the guy had shot himself. You wouldn't dare, Sora.
Order! Order! So, are you saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. Objection.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet.
There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Woo!
We made it through a day. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I've yet to be declared innocent, Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who... The shooter was about 1 meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? He wants to say tell her thank you. Because he was about to be declared guilty, and then she spoke up and got herself arrested to save his skin. And he's like, tell her to watch her mouth in court. I'll let her know that you say thank you. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. To be continued. What? Where are you going?
No idea.
Well, come back.
Oh, I'm moving the microphone.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay.
Hey!
Oh, crunch. I get so many notifications when I'm streaming. Everyone wants to message me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Maya.
Hey! Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edward made it through today okay. It's a relief.
Hey, why'd you do that anyway?
I don't know. They just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry.
Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay?
Okay.
Do 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 do. Have you been questioned yet?
No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. She said, seeing seeing as this is your first offense, will let you go after questing.
Woo.
When he wanted me to... What?
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 You wanted me to get
After that.
bail.
What?
Read the line and then I'll explain it.
Bail money ready?
Yes. Bail money is basically if you are, arrested, you can pay a certain amount of money and they'll let you go.
You can pay for me, okay?
Huh? How much?
I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something.
Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia?
None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped training.
She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area.
I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again.
December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. December 26th, Gourd Lake, public beach. I'm so thirsty. Get a drink.
Get a drink.
Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keonce. December 26th, boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Really?
Alright.
December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Oh, hi. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. It's midnight? That's me! Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, Thanks. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Or, who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. You can't drink me because of me? Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yup, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I want to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did,
I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can.
Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be?
Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
What? Edgeworth?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too.
Dad, good luck with that. Oh, good luck with that.
There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent.
There is no tent.
I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. I guess she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. Lotta's camera is staring out at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen.
Is that it?
Think so. When his father got shot and... Ow!
Nope, not here.
Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. The famous Gourd Lake. Its green waters stretch out on both sides. It's a pretty big lake, really. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya if she had a samurai dog. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Your mom has like the best comedic timing, right? Well, because we were talking about Miles Edgeworth, and when he saw his father get shot right in front of him, and then you immediately went, ow! Good job. Wow. Jeez.
I now have one thumb.
She now has one thumb.
I was just losing a finger.
A small boat rental shop.
Nothing to worry about, Mom. Just chopping off her fingers.
Right? Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. I mean, at least she still has one. Instead of none.
Yeah.
She'll make do. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. There's a lot of trees here. I guess that's why they call it a nature park. It's quite pretty when the cherry trees along the lakeside blossom in spring. Today, it's just cold. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. It's a little cold for picnicking these days, though. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here.
Gumshoe's at the scene again today.
Huh? Oh, really?
Here's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol.
Not following protocol? Bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth.
My hearing aid.
This band needs to tighten. These are the detectives' desks. Aren't cases without Maya just the peacefulest?
Yes.
Like we don't like we're able to like actually look around and check things out without having someone bouncing behind us going, Samurai Dog, Samurai Dog, Samurai Dog. Wow, this might be a clue. Like she said there was no one else on the lake, but there's a cheeseburger wrapper like floating in the lake. I want a cheeseburger. No. Really? Maya, can we investigate, please? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't do anything rash. Why jump? You have every reason to live. He must be doing image training for talking down a potential suicide. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Rook to bishop 7. Checkmate. Don't believe it. He must be playing chess on the computer. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no. That's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him a signed mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. Okay.
Where's he now?
Well, he said he was going to get her out of jail.
Hey, Nick, you finally came.
We were here earlier.
They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
Free at last, eh?
What?
Those.
Those interrogators
Yep, interrogators.
were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? It's like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edward did that? I had to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick.
What do you think we should do next?
We're kind of lacking in clues. It's kind of lacking in the clues department. We can go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding.
Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there?
Sure.
Let's check on Grossberg real quick.
No.
Grossberg Law Offices. Apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything.
Right, we've seen everything here like 3 times now.
What?
I'm confused.
Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning.
Let's come back later.
Guess so. Okay.
There aren't many cops around today. Are there?
They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Sorry. Hey, y'all!
Hey, it's Lana.
Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. Kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry. I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble.
Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. It can be.
Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder.
Right.
You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket stardom.
Alright, Lana, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too.
Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you.
What?
That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it.
What information?
Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend.
No, I guess so.
Hey, I see you thinking, my, how
Sophisticated?
I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? She just called herself unsophisticated. Well, what'll it be? We got a deal or not?
What does that even mean?
Sophisticated means, you know, they have manners. What do we do? Deal or no deal?
Dale.
We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy.
Whoa. Gordy?
But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later.
Okay, Nick. Let's get hunting.
Hunting? You don't seriously mean...
Gordy? I sure do.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist?
What is this thing?
What's that?
That's a steel samurai, Nick. Why?
Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be like, really cool. You go, girlfriend. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow. That's real impressive she find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show is finished now, so she got them for free. Right.
Hey.
Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising.
Something about the steel samurai just doesn't work for me.
Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me.
What's a novice?
A newbie. A rookie.
Still a novice. Aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs?
Yes? You don't know the word bail, but you know connoisseurs?
I've seen Pokemon Black and White.
Yeah?
Silence says that word all the time.
Pokemon.
Yeah. She said, I've seen Pokemon Black.
And white.
And white, yep.
Black and white.
God, I love Larry. He's so stupid.
True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff.
These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own.
No, really?
Those flags look sadly out of place here. Flopping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky.
I don't know. I think it gives the place kind of a festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. What?
The War of the what?
Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? That sounds so dumb.
What the heck is it?
Our local fair. Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh. I guess we were the only ones.
I ask again, what the heck is it?
I don't want to know. Wow, so it's like really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already done this. Why
It's called Gourd
Gourd
Lake.
blah,
Oh, a
blah.
long time ago they used to grow gourds. I thought it was because it looked like a gourd. Well, yeah, it is. Okay.
What's this machine?
That's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air.
Huh, neat.
I only just noticed the samurai has man boobs. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. He's a fat samurai. I don't think the Steel Samurai was fat.
No, willpowers was not fat.
Right? Alright. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh.
Say, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? She's terrified of earthquakes. She acts like a little boy.
Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school.
No? Really?
Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred?
Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted.
Compressor?
He really isn't? He really isn't what? Fat? No, the Steel Samurai is not. Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs.
Oh. And here I thought you inflated it by yourself.
Do we have any evidence to show him?
I do not think so.
Then let's move. Okay. Whenever this bar pops up, that means that it's something new. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy?
Yeah.
Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time.
It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze.
Whoa! No, you don't. No sneezing.
That's true.
Click, 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 click. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film?
Nick, pay the lady.
Nick's like, why do I have to keep paying? I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore.
Huh?
Well, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy.
What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist?
I'll quit being an investigative photographer.
What?
After all, I only have one photo to my name so far.
Was it a good one?
You bet. A UFO.
A UFO?
Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school.
Huh? So you really are a university student?
Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit.
Right. Gee, where do we have to go? Okay.
December 26th, boat rental shop.
It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over.
I get it. Wait, why was this the right place to go?
It's just something new. There's some boats floating at the dock. Murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. It just means that there's some new thing. Because, remember, Maya wasn't here before.
Where do we really have to go? All we need is information on Gordy. And then,
Lotta will tell us something important.
yeah. Hey Nick, benches. Let's do a break. Maybe have a dog?
I think not. It's too cold to sit and eat hot dogs out here.
Maybe city boy. She just tried standing under a freezing waterfall.
Can't get over the samurai dogs.
The original samurai dog, no less.
Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea! What have I done? Let's look at it. Okay. Might as well look at everything here while we're at it. Okay, that's good. That's something new.
Hey Nick.
What? Don't tell me you're hungry again.
No. I was just wondering what for the pots and pans made out of aluminum. We already did that.
They didn't talk about that in any of the law books, so there's no law saying I'm not having this conversation. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's... Nope. Sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent.
Wait. What is the sign say? No saying tents on fire. What?
I don't think they have signs like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you think we have to show her the article?
I don't think so, because we showed her that. She wants proof of Gordy existing or not existing.
Can we ask him?
We might be able to say, hey, look at this. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them.
Do you think Corey really exists?
Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else. They just thought it was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out.
Maybe we don't need the information at the lake.
Maybe now Gumshoe will be here. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. So he does have a motive. He does have a reason for doing it. Because the only person that they thought could have been the one to kill Edgeworth's dad got off because of this lawyer that was then just killed.
Yeah.
Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal.
Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe. Do you know Gordy?
The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no.
Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your minds? You had time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then?
So, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like.
It's okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile.
Missile?
He's a K9 police dog still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy.
He's adorable.
Here he is.
He's adorable. Oh my god. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
Oh, hex yeah, Missile! A cute dog. And this will help us. How? Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one's the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3. A metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be?
They can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. you pull me up.
Again? Ugh.
If that hurts today. Let me go the other way.
And how will a dog help us? Oh, yes, of course.
Dog can smell.
I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Phoenix is like, none of these are going to help us. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Which one? Missile, the fishing pole, or the metal detector?
What do you think?
Oh, we can come back to swap at any time. Can we borrow a missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him.
Yes. Woof. Peace. Oh, kills it.
Oh boy. Canine unit missile borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. A canine unit in training. Very cute with shiny eyes.
It's freaking adorable. It's freaking adorable. I'm sorry. It's just... So... Hey, Nick.
Hmm?
Missile's been acting strangely.
Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. I don't think little doggies love you.
Hey. Missile, down, boy. Oh, what's wrong, Missile? Hee. Missile, Missile!
Whoa, stop that thing. Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs. My samurai dogs.
Wow, yeah, every single one.
I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry don't pay my bills, Nick. It's gonna have to this time.
Alright, seriously. Stop. I do not want to play this game.
Okay. Looks like that's all that we had for Missile.
Nope. So Missile didn't work.
I just wanted to take Missile.
Yeah, so did I. So did I.
Can we borrow one of the other things? Hmm? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? Fishing pole or metal detector?
How about we work our way down the list?
Okay. Can we borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. Personal fishing pole. Sadly flimsy and of dubious utility.
Because I have a feeling the metal detector will be the right thing. Because who knows, it might be a robot. Or something. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot.
A good spot for what?
Time to do some fishing.
She's serious. What are you going to use for bait?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Slammer, you got to use the examine feature for the items to work, if I recall correctly. Oh. I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Missile along with us, too. At least then we'd have bait.
Hey, Nick, how could you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Some jokes are better left untold.
Ugh. She hit me.
Okay, watch this, Nick.
Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay?
Here we go. Again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sorry, Lotta.
Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll.
There again.
My poor, poor wallet.
So what just happened there?
She took the fishing pole, whipped it around and hit herself in the leg, and then fell over. And that noise made the camera go off. So Lotta's like, alright, are you like working for the film company? And so you're trying to waste all my film so I gotta buy more? What the heck is going on here?
We're trying to find Corey. Leave us alone.
I don't know if you gotta examine. Trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them.
Yeah, I had a feeling it would be the metal detector.
Maybe not, I don't know, it's been a full year, right? Oh, wait, no, we don't want to go there. We want to go there. And then go to the bottom. Okay. No, not move. See your weapons. Have gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah. Take your pick. Metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. A useful detection device. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. Secret Weapons 3. We got a trophy for using all 3 secret weapons. And the picture. Has missile.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Now let's go to Gourd Lake. Anyway, it's 12:30. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good stream, you guys.
Well,
Slurp well. We'll probably go until we get to the next court date. And when it goes, do you want to save? We'll stop there. Always good to see you.
well, Thora. It's at the boathouse, isn't it?
What?
We have to use it at the boathouse, don't we?
Perhaps.
You know what?
Jeez, that's loud.
Nick.
Yeah, bye.
Well, Thora.
She's waving.
It's beeping. The metal detector found something.
Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out? Nick. Look.
Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
Oh.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags.
Well, we might as well take it with us for now that we find it.
It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. An empty air tank. The valve is open, and a banner of flags is wrapped around it. Where have we seen that?
Mom, what is that?
A new thing that freaks out Alice.
Oh my god.
What is that? A piece of foam.
What?
Uh-huh.
An air tank?
Look at
What about it? Larry, I want to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before, or is it yours?
Totally mine.
Seen it before?
Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about the way his eye twitched when I showed him the tank. I think I better pursue this line of questioning a little further. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. You caught him. Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something or to go diving?
What do you think?
Well, what does he need to do? What has he been doing? Inflating things or going diving?
It is, and then I walk out.
Define inflate.
I go around the back.
Huh?
Define inflate.
To fill with air.
So
To blow up.
Then I'm gonna have to go with that.
You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected. Put the tank away or ask more about the tank?
More about the tank?
It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it.
Tell us.
Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... BLAM! The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
So what? Offensive cord leg?
It sure scared me out of my gourd for that's for sure.
So the tank and the steel samurai. So you were trying to fill up go away? What happened next?
Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all.
And when did you find it?
Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But, you see, I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened?
No.
That's too bad.
It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her. It was a week ago on the 20th. There was a loud noise.
be the air tank.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Nothing yet? We found him, or Gordy doesn't exist.
What do you think?
Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure?
Really, Nick?
Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist.
It's here.
Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist.
The tin. Larry's air tank?
What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me?
What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it.
I like that. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine.
He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait. So you're saying that Gordy
You're saying that Gordy...
is really the Steel Samurai?
Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised.
Poor Lotta.
So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here.
The boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted.
Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out.
Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick.
Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know.
Wait, so you have another photo?
Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Shows an empty lake, taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave.
Poor Lotta.
It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Of course, Gordy doesn't exist. It was something caused by who else? Larry Butts.
Someone should whip out butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Can we not see the photo?
Nope. Don't need to. December 26th, boat rental shop.
Hey Nick. This is the boat shop Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
But let's go check it out anyway. Oh, we get to go inside.
Summer 26th, caretaker shack.
There's a parrot.
Meg, that you?
Ooh.
Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
Meg!
See, yes?
Finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind.
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone.
Pasta?
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me? Polly, the kids are home.
Hello, hello.
That's a real parrot. Okay.
Yeah,
Nick, what was that?
a parrot. The one on that perch.
Keith,
Yes?
I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello, hello.
Yep.
And he has narcolepsy, apparently. He fell asleep.
I guess he's relieved. Oh, no, not move. Examine. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that.
You're forgetting, Nick. She's running a pasta shop here. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. No, nothing? Hello? No. They ignored me.
What, you forgot Meg? You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello, hello.
See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly.
Parrot, the erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker, answers to the name Polly.
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret word? Look, Nick. She has an electric blanket out on a table. Look warm. This is a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, if we ever get any. Snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa.
And what? Talk about murders?
You're a party pooper, Nick.
Wow, there are lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there?
Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. That is very odd indeed. Wow, you have the dolphins in here too. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Oh god, it's safe.
This fishing pole looks expensive.
Can we try the parrot again? Polly, Polly, what's your name?
Polly!
Cute.
Maya's found a new friend. A pasta shop?
Yep, to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg,
Yes.
tomorrow we'll start with the sequence of dough tossing.
Is it dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes?
You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
It's poor man. But pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg!
Yes.
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick,
Huh?
how long do we have to keep up with all this in the family charade?
This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darn if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him.
This guy?
Yep, he's the witness.
Yeah, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Alright.
Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya?
See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Yeah, she really needs to work on that. Quick, write the number down. That number.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes.
So, do you think if we... Okay. To ask Polly? So,
Polly!
I wonder how old that parrot is.
Don't know.
Well, I do know that parrots can live pretty much as long as humans. They can live about to 100 years or something, or less.
Hmm.
Edwards, I want to talk today.
There we go.
Hey.
I can just see, like, Phoenix and Maya just wandering around town, poking their heads in places. Anything new here? No? Okay, bye. Detective Gumshoe isn't here.
Now that you mention it, didn't you say he had a meeting to go to?
Ah, that's right. Let's come back later.
He has seen everything here.
That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Resistance is futile. We have you surrounded. It's not too late. Release the hostages and come out with your hands up. He must be doing image training for negotiating a hostage situation.
Nope. Nothing. Fresh air. I gotta say, it really feels great.
Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay?
Misbehaving. Much more fun.
It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again.
Right. I'll behave.
Oh dear. Well, what should we do?
I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. I think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal?
Well, any thoughts you want to share?
Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like some more time to think.
Poor Maya. She probably thought about Mia the whole time she was in there.
Oh, not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here.
We got to get information out of old Beardy here. Is there something we can present?
Maybe the autopsy report?
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow aioli. I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue?
That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might.
Listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta? The rainbow aioli.
Hey, did you happen to see Gordy? No. Nope.
What do we have to...
I don't know, but I'm willing to just throw everything in his face and see if anything pops up. Hey, we got a metal detector. Hey, we got a gun. Give us the answers, old man. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Sir, we're a lawyer. Hey!
That a lawyer's badge?
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I switch sides every now and then.
I see that.
I get it.
Sorry.
Huh?
It's right.
Hey up. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith.
Nick? Now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir. No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake the other night.
Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
Promise to run the noodle, or we can't promise that?
We cannot promise that, I'm afraid.
I can't make that promise.
Is that any way to treat your old man? Bah, you want my help? You've come to the wrong man.
Oh, now he's grumpy.
Not to mention he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop. Okay, we promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
Wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg.
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello, hello.
Uh,
Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us?
we could just ask the bird. That's what I've been trying to do, ask the bird.
He fell asleep. Okay, so we got to find the right evidence.
Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly?
Hello, hello.
Hey, up.
Okay, not that. Hey, we got a metal detector.
Wake up!
Hey, we got a gun. No. Hey, here's a map of Gourd Lake. No. I'm guessing it's probably the autopsy report? I don't know. Hey, did you see Gordy? Oh, okay, here we go. You know about Gordy?
Nope.
That's it.
Yep, I seen this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith,
Yes.
it's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yep, the other night, out on the lake.
Yes? Yes?
I know all about that. I seen it.
What?
Why don't you just
Tell
spit
us. Tell us what you saw.
Out, just spit out an egg.
Well, I suppose. Since you're taking over the shop and all.
Talk, old man. Talk, old man. Talk, old man.
You won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it.
I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup.
What did he say?
Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise.
We need to go earlier than that.
You know what? Huh? Little Terry was just here.
Terry?
Yep, the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face.
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe.
He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really?
Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh wait, I have one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL6.
Huh? What did she just say, Nick?
One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, Dad.
Oh my god.
This is getting weird. Who is this old guy?
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
You have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh,
What?
he locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
I'm too.
Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake?
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective?
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Slaughterheart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
That's suspicious.
Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Huh?
We need to know about the DL6 incident.
That was when Edgeworth's
father died. Can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I consider opening the file up.
What do we have? Polly.
What's that, a parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6.
What?
Polly. Have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6?
Hey, Nick, you think he might be?
I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the record room.
I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. December 26th, Police Department. Records room.
Wow. It's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find the DL6 stuff quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about DL6 incident. I'll get the right file.
Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow. These are all case reports?
Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
I guess my sister's case report is in notes in here too. Quietly gathering dust. But that one's dull.
Right. It's still a case. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity.
Nick, let's get what we came. Let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting me.
It looks like there are files inside that glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside.
Nick, it's locked.
They must keep important case files in there. Okay. Case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. I found it! Here we go.
December 28th, 2001.
2001, wow!
So I guess for our purposes, 2005.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? This is the same district courthouse where we're holding our trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out.
Wow. That was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours?
Oh my god, how can
That
no
would be
one hear her?
scary. Like,
Thank God the bathroom window's open. Sparta's trapped in there.
Well, why did you
She's
trap
in the
her?
window screaming. Oh my god, I did it.
You're saying?
that would be scary like that in dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
That was Mr. Edward's father, wasn't it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it.
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles.
Miles.
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond. In our case.
Right.
Them in our case. Did not see the right words. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? The case file adds to the court record. Right. So now we've got the case file, which... December 28th, 2001. Location elevator in the district courthouse. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues discovered, found on the scene. Victim data. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney, trapped in the elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff. Trapped in an elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm actually glad we're stopping because I am hungry.
Right.
So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. And next time we will, hopefully try to figure out 2 cases at once. Do you know what? I have a feeling that the guy was declared innocent. Is that old man?
Why?
Well, the parrot knew.
The parrot knew about the DL6 incident, yeah?
Yes. Could have easily been the lawyer.
Well, I mean, all the parrot said was, don't forget DL6. That could be like, don't forget that you need to buy Dragon Lizard 6.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It could be a movie. You never know. Like, we don't know if it actually is the DL6 incident. Because all the parrot said was, don't forget DL6.
My hearing aid.
You need to
Well,
tighten
what
that
else
band.
could it be?
I don't know. I told you, Dragon Lizard 6.
Exactly. It has to mean something. So yeah, we will find out what all that means tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. I keep doing that.
Monday. Today's Monday.
So, I'm sorry, my time is all over the place. It's not that I have like a mess. I have like super fat schedule or anything. It's just my schedule is everywhere.
Already.
Time is everywhere.
It's after 7. Oh.
So yeah. So I just have a feeling that we're gonna be able to solve 2 cases at once.
We'll see.
Because remember, the DL6 incident closes permanently in the next 2 days.
Right.
So we kind of have no choice. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Who murdered Hammond and who was in DL6. What happened in DL6? Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back for more. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So, bye guys.
Fair.